Hello, in our company we must take care of copies of important data folders from our employees' computers. Copies should be sent to the NAS drive. I want 6 copies of each file to be created, with the oldest being kept for 60 days and then replaced with a newer one. Users should be able to access their copies from their computers and be able to restore them as needed. I've already created a PC backup folder and a Jane Novak user with permissions to it on our NAS. If you don't know how to do it, please refer to the lessons above about creating a shared folder on a NAS and hyper backup. Now we will install and configure Synology Drive Server and Synology Drive Client. Let's go back to our NAS and go to Control Panel. Now we're gonna go to Users and Group, and like you see, Jane Novak user is created. Also, the folder called PC Backups is here. Now we're gonna go to Package Center and let's type here Drive, Synology Drive Server, like you see. Let's install it. We must wait a moment and the app will be added. Under Installed, you will see Synology Drive Server. In our Start window, you will see Synology Drive Admin Console, Synology Drive and Synology Drive Share Sync. This is an option for keep your NAS server synchronized, remote NAS, local NAS. You can use it in the future. The next option is Synology Drive. Here you can control your team folder, shared with others. We're gonna configure team folder just for a moment. Now we're gonna add the shortcut of Synology Drive Admin Console on our desktop. Before we run, we need to refresh our web page. Like you see, it will be done automatically. So let's go inside. First, the welcome screen. Click Next, accomplish more with Synology. Please enable your team folder info. So first we need to enable our team folder, the folder that will be storing backups. This folder will be our PC backups that we already created, and here we've got enable version control. So we can set the maximum versions that will be kept inside this folder. Let me say it will be 6 from the earliest version. Rotate versions regularly. Versions older than following days will be deleted. Let me say it will be 60 days. Click OK. Here we've got info about read-only privileges of users to this folder and what will happen to mounting folders to this folder if you've done it later. Let's go to Overview. Like you see, Mobile, Overview Info. Clients list is empty because we got no clients now. Logs, the folder was added, info you can find there. And the settings, user synchron profile. So the synchronized profile, here we're gonna add a new sync profile. The maximum size of file that will be synchronized will be 300 megabytes. You can check or uncheck files that you want to synchronize, like you see docs, EPUB, HTML. Almost all extensions you can find here. If you're not, you can add your own under this add button, apply to user, and here we're gonna pick a Jane Novak, because this synchronized profile will be working with this user. The summary. So it's looking good. Now we can go to control panel, info center, and we must know the version of our DSM. This is the 7.1.1 and the DS218J. It's a model of our Synology. What we're gonna use this information, we're gonna use it for Synology Drive Client, because we need to download the client from the Synology main site, download center. Let's go into download center. Here you must select your product type. It is NAS in our case. Next, we've got a choice, and here we need to add DS280 and the DSM series. I've got 7.1, so it's earlier, older we can tell. Let's go to desktop utilities, and here you can find Synology Drive Client. Clicking download and choose your version will give you a possibility to download the proper. Like you see, mine is already downloaded, so I'm gonna go to my desktop. The installation is fast and very simple, so I will not show it now. Let's run the Synology Drive Client. If you first time running your Synology Drive Client, you must do some trick, of course. Click to find your Synology, and you will get info that Windows Defender Firewall has blocked some features of this app. You must select the private network, domain network, maybe you're in public, and hit allow. Tap your credentials, and it should be available, and the function of looking your Synology from the network should be enabled. So now you can easily join your 192.168, 1.223 Synology NAS in my case, using password and username of the user, so the Jane Novak. We won't gonna enable SSL from now. Here we got choice, synchronized task between computer in real time, or a backup task. We're gonna choose this backup task. And now we got files from users. We want to synchronize XYZ documents. It's on desktop, destination, backup. Like you see, here is our team folder. It's the PC backups, and we gonna change the destination folder name. This name will be Jane Novak, so the name for our user. We're gonna use backup rules. We've got sync profile, but here is also the options that you can change individually. But our sync profile is taking care of these options, so we won't gonna change any extensions or maximum file size. It's done by the sync profile. So we gonna cancel this, click next, and here the backup mode, continuous mode, backup manual, all schedule, and explanation, of course. We're gonna choose continuous backup. Let's go further, and summary, like always. If everything looks okay, then hit done. And like you see, the backing up is starting. The user can stop and resume the backup if necessary. You must know it. Let's try to restore the file from a copy. Like you see, something is going on. Let's go to this settings and let's try to restore our file. We've got here C drive user desktop XYZ documents. Like you see, all the data are here. We can restore, download or browse previous versions. We got only one version. File version will appear here. We only have one of 6 possible for now. So let's try to download it. We can download wherever we want, of course. And it's done. So our file is downloaded, restored by a user without any admin help needed.